Hey guys, it's Parnellyx, and in this video I'm going to make a commentary about Redemption Warwick, which is inspired by the Redemption Olaf, which was a build that you saw in Korea and played by the best jungler in the world, Tarzan. So I want to, before I actually jump into the commentary, I'm going to talk about the build, but even before any of that, I gotta say a couple things. First of all, Conqueror bad. Don't ask me about Conquer. It's bad. It wasn't that bad on release, but they hotfix nerfed it, and it's just not good anymore. PTA is the way to go. So press the attack on Warwick still, for the, ignoring this this specific build. And then besides that, if you see any Tyler 1 fanboy hate comments on my my last video, not in any more videos, it's just I got kind of a barrage. My last video, ignore it. Yeah, we'll get over it. But regardless, this is Redemption Warwick, and this is inspired by like I said, the Olaf build with Redemption that we saw in Korea by the jungler Tarzan on Griffin, which is essentially the best team in the world, or assumed to be the best team in the world right now. So yeah, people were surprised when the jungler picked Olaf and he skipped it. Instead of going Cinderhawk, he just rushed Redemption for his team, and on Olaf it seemed really weird. And it looks like it worked out. And I kind of wanted to make that work on Warwick, and I realized that actually, after playing it a couple times, I realized it kind of does work on Warwick. I don't want to say that this build is actually like, the way to go. I've only went in a couple times. I have done it in Grandmaster, Master tier. So I have like I'm probably like 6-5, 5-4, something on it. Probably not that many games. Probably like 4-3. But I do have a positive win rate on it, which does say something. And the goal of this build is to essentially get carried. This is a cuck build. Your job isn't to carry the team. This is what I would run if I was getting countered. And I don't want to say it's what I'd run, but it's something I'm kind of experimenting with to see if this is something I should run. So if I'm playing against a team that has like full range stuns, I'm playing against like Kindred, Twisted Fate, Morgana, and I'm just going to do nothing the entire game. Or like, maybe I'm playing against Olaf, then maybe I might consider this. It's something I'm trying to experiment with, and it doesn't feel that bad. You feel behind with it, but that said, if you're going to be behind anyways, it might not be too bad. Your damage in this build is awful. You're like a jungle Leona, but you do provide a lot for your team in the team fights, despite not killing people. You're a really good frontline tank, and you have a lot of utility with your like activatable items. So, with all that said, I'll want to jump right into the runes here. Now with the Redemption Warwick, the Redemption Olaf build, Olaf goes Predator, as normal, and he also goes, the reduced item active. Here, I'll show you guys actually. So they go Ingenious Hunter to reduce the active items for Predator and for Redemption and all that. Warwick doesn't utilize Predator well at all. Trust me, it's so redundant with his W, so you can't really utilize it very well. However, other than, Olaf can't go Aftershock, but you can. So you might as well take Aftershock. It's really efficient for a jungler that is low econ. So we're going to go Aftershock with this build. So yeah, key runes. Ingenious Hunter. This allows you to ward more. And on top of that, it allows you to use Redemption and your activatable items more. And you go Zombie Ward. Because you can ward more with Ingenious Hunter, so you'll have more vision around the map. And these two are kind of just, just runes are just there. But you will go Demolish. It's the only one you can actually go in this route. And then Conditioning. You can also go Bone Plating if you're scared about like an early invade or something like that. But I think Conditioning is very reliable, so it's kind of your call. And then Revitalize. So Revitalize is really good. It gives you 5% increased healing and shielding on you and your allies, which is already really good in Warwick because you heal a lot. So this does give you extra healing yourself. And when you're on top of Redemption, that's really good. And then when you're below 10% health or you're below 40% health, it doubles. So really good stuff. Also with you go attack speed, and then you can go either double armor, double MR. That's why I go. It's just standard stuff though. But yeah, this gives you a lot of tankiness. A lot of healing, and then a lot of being able to utilize your actives often. So I think those are the most key runes right here. This, and this. And the rest, like this is really nice combination. And these are kind of just there. makes you tankier, allows you to actually deal damage to towers, which I guess is kind of nice. So let's move on to items. Item set for this build. You're going to be going standard. You're going to rush Hunter's Machete. You know, typical stuff. Nothing really changes here. And you're going to go Tiamat. I found that you, regardless of your build, you have to go Tiamat in Warwick. Otherwise, you're going to be actually useless. I want to experiment with something else, maybe going like Sunfare Cape, but I've yet to experiment with that. So at the moment, just go Tiamat. It's not very good with this build, but you know, it's a requirement to play Warwick. And after that, most of the time you'd go Red Smite into Cinderhawk. Screw that. Straight into Redemption. Now, why is Redemption good? Okay, look at it. 2100 gold, which is super cheap. That's super cheap. 200 health. Health is really good with Warwick. Base health regen. Okay, no one really cares about that. Mana regen. That's actually really good with Warwick, especially considering you're not getting your Smite item yet. And then cooldown reduction, obviously, is very good. And plus 10% heal and shield power is fantastic with Warwick because this actually does help you heal more with your normal abilities. So you actually heal more. It's like a mini Spirit Visage. And when you factor in, you also have that rune, Revitalize, that allows you to heal more. That's a lot of extra healing despite not dealing too much damage. It's plus 15% to 20%. Pretty cool. And then of course Redemption has one of the most broken actives in the game, which just allows, it basically summoner heal to everyone in the entire area and also damages enemies. When you have Redemption, you should be looking for fights and trying to kill people with your team, because not by yourself, but with your team. Because you don't do too much damage, but you have some utility and you have a lot of healing, which is insane. You're super tanky. They can't shred through you. You have a bunch of AoE healing, and you're just not going to lose fights. Simple as that. And of course, you can go boots. Options you have here are Merc Treads or Ninja Tabi. You're going to get boots too at some point, so after Redemption likely. So you have a choice there. Red Smite is actually optional. You don't have to go it. I will go Red Smite if I want to focus down a target. If I feel like I'm actually like fed with this build for some reason, I'm snowballing, and even though I'm supposed to go low econ, if I get fed for some reason, I can go Red Smite so I can actually duel someone. Or if they have one target that can actually like kill you. So if they have like a fed assassin, and even though you're pretty tanky, you feel like you might die to them, you can always just Red Smite them and get the reduced damage. So Red Smite is, you know, fine. But it's not a requirement, it's an option. Past that, let's get into the rest of the items. The rest of the items are completely optional. I haven't figured out the build completely. But at the moment, these are just kind of all the options that I've, you know, dwindled it down to. Titanic Hydra is something I probably want to get early on. It's something you'll get eventually if you're going to go, you know, to finish up your Tiamat. You need some AoE. But you can go it, you know, if you are fed and you need some more damage. I would say with this entire bottom row, I haven't experimented much with. So the top row is kind of more standard. Righteous Glory can be very good, gives you engage, and it's a spammable activatable item with your Ingenious Hunter. Gargoyle Stone Plate allows you to be super tanky without being fed. Zonia's is actually really good with Warwick because it allows you to go super ham. And even though, yeah, you don't care too much about the AP, it's not a very gold efficient item. It gives you armor, CDR, and it gives you an OP active. So even if you're really weak, you can actually like engage for your team for free with Zonia's. So I actually think it's actually a pretty good option with this type of build. Spirit Visage, this makes you super tanky, and like, you know, I mentioned before all of the extra healing you get off of Redemption. Extra healing from Revitalize. Yeah, that's 50% increased healing with all those combined. So you'll be, despite doing like hardly any damage, you're going to be healing quite a bit. And if you Redemption yourself, you're going to get a huge Redemption heal. Like half your health. Really insane stuff. Thornmail is an option if you need it. Randuin's has an active, so it makes it kind of nice. And also if you need it, a lot of crit in the game. Zeke's Convergence, really good low econ item to help out your carries if your carry is fed. Same with Knight's Vow. Iceborne, this is more of a damage item. It's like a damage tank item, so I don't really like it too much with this build, but it does give you a lot of CDR and armor. so it's not bad. Locket of Iron Star, I haven't built this yet, but you know, just a support item, gives you shields to your team. And Cinderhawk, I would build Cinderhawk last with this build. Just like I wouldn't really like not build it, but I would wait till the very end so that you can have enough bonus health to make use of it. You can get it. Sometimes I will just buy it if I can buy it. So if I have Red Smite and I recall on 1500 gold, sure, you know, might as well. But other than that, let's just get ahead into the game, and so I can show you guys this build in action. All right, what's up, guys? We are back in loading screen for our game with the Redemption Warwick build. I am playing on a Smurf on this game, just because if I was to play on my main, I know people want to see me play like this in high elo, but if I was going to play on like high elo, like I mentioned, this build is situational, or I've picked it situationally, and I'm still not even sure if it's good in those situations, but I've only picked it situationally when I feel like I am going to be a liability in the game, and trying to make up for it by providing utility for my team and just being tanky without needing to get fed. So in order to like get, you know, at least like good footage of this, considering I know I stream most of my games, so I'm not gonna be able to sit here and record all day and just try to get a good take in. So in order to try to get good footage in, I'm gonna be playing on my Smurf account. This is in Plat Elo, and my friend picked the name, so don't judge me on that. Literally, my friend picked it out, but we're gonna be playing against Parnellyx. You can see their team comp, our team comp. Normally, I wouldn't build this against their team. Parnellyx is a matchup that I like, and I feel like I can actually like snowball well against. That said, they still are pretty strong in like team fights and stuff, so it might be okay. I don't like playing against LeBlanc or Shen, so it's not like it's gonna be a big issue. I might get a little bit. Well, I definitely will probably get more fed than usual with this build. This is meant to be a low econ build where I don't get much gold, and I just like let my team carry me basically. You're still trying to do your best. You don't want to like you know what I'm trying to say. Just you just kind of want to play for your team more than anything. You don't want to like power farm. You want to gank a lot, or you know, try to make the correct choices, play towards objectives, and just build utility for your team. But we'll see what actually ends up happening. Might be different. I might have to carry. We'll start off with Q. But by the way that abilities are maxed with this build is basically the same, except for instead of maxing Q second, you max W second, or no, E second. So you go max W and then E. And the reason you do that, obviously, is because your E, when you put points into it, you get more damage reduction, you get lower cooldown on it. And since you're supposed to be low econ, and you don't want to like actually, you're not like, your goal isn't to kill people. So you can just frontline for your team and, yeah, just be as tanky as possible with it. And you gotta also keep in mind you do have Aftershock, so it works really well. You'll press E to get a bunch of damage reduction, press E again, get Aftershock, and then after a couple seconds you can have your E up again. So you'll have a lot of damage reduction and be pretty tanky with this build. So we're gonna do it red to Krugs. Actually, I kind of messed up this route. I'm not supposed to do Raptors here. I was talking. But it's fine. I can do Raptors. I'll be really low, but I can still do it. Normally, I would want to take a Scuttle Crab here, or at least look to take a Scuttle Crab. So we'll just finish this off though. Get over to the topside Scuttle. If we miss out on it, so be it. It was a mistake. I just missed out in one camp. And it's low elo, so I don't have to like freak out about missing out any farm. Okay, so we're gonna end up getting it, which is pretty good. Let's go check out this jungle. I don't want to like attack Kha'Zix or anything like that, but I kind of want to just mess with him. We have mid lane pushing in our favor. Actually, yeah, let's just go harass him a little bit. Ooh. Did not expect Pantheon to die there. Not gonna lie. God damn it, man. That was actually so annoying. Are you kidding me? They both live there. Just whatever. It's fine. So we're at a disadvantage in the early game because of that. I didn't want to like focus the Kazakhs or anything, but he I didn't realize my Pantheon was gonna die. That was it there. I should have paid more attention. I should have scrolled mid, but yeah, I didn't realize it was gonna die, so I put myself in a bad situation. I still feel like I should have gotten a kill at the end of the day on someone. Well, I guess it's whatever. We'll move on. So just go back to jungling and clearing our camps. We're kind of behind, but I don't mind that we're behind because I can maybe show off the fact like how good this is low econ. And like actually get carried by my team. Because normally when I play in a plat game, this is in plat, I will carry the game. No matter how hard I try not to, I'll end up carrying the game. Just because I'm actually trying to win. This guy is spam pinging. Don't ever listen to your, I don't say don't ever listen to your teammates, but don't let them influence you too much. But this is actually a good time for us to gank because the lane's pushed in. Strain clearly warded here. So he's probably gonna taunt out here. Nice, nice! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go, Silas. Ah, fuck, I wasn't paying attention to mid lane. I didn't look at the map there. If I knew that LeBlanc was roaming, I could have just ran around this way. It's okay though. We'll move on. Just grab that, and it's a pink ward. These pink wards are good. They have a lot of mid priority this game. It's gonna be kind of annoying. Okay, my Styles got a kill, which is really good. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Pathing's kind of off. I'm playing in the morning, which normally when I play in the morning, I don't play too well. Or at least I need some warm-up games. And I haven't had my warm-up game yet, so this will be kind of sloppy. To an extent. So let's pick up this. I'm gonna save my smite and maybe try to contest blue. You know what, actually? No one's here to cover this mid wave. This is essentially a camp worth of XP and gold. I need to pick it up. Do I get level 6? No, I don't get level 6 off of it. It's okay. So Kazakhs, as you can see right there, he's looking for Scuttle. He's on his blue buff. I kind of want to invade the blue buff, but that's very ballsy. Okay, no, you're not. I don't know if this guy, okay. It wouldn't surprise me if in plat, if AD carry actually thought that this is his blue buff, his red buff to take. It's not. It's literally the second red buff that always goes to the jungler. Unless their AD carries like 10-0 at this point. LeBlanc's obviously roaming down here, so I just kind of want to make sure my allies live. I'm going to stick on her. Nice. She just was not paying attention to me. Okay. I'm going to put a point in my E so I get more damage reduction. Doesn't really matter. It's fine. Overall, pretty good. Pretty good. We have a Fed Silas. Fed Silas. I'm not going to take the dragon or anything like that. Let's recall, buy more components for our redemption. You see how cheap this is, though? Like, normally it would take way longer for me to get my warrior. Like, if I was trying to build into warrior, I'd still have, like, 1,600 gold to go. Something like that. Very close to my redemption already. Once I hit the redemption, the amount of utility I'll have just from being on the same side of the map will be insane. If I'm doing wolves and my top laner fights the Shin, I can redemption from like wolves to top lane nearly. And that can 100% change the fight in your favor. So you'll have a lot of mid game power with Redemption. It's massive. You can actually change the outcome of a fight just from this one item. It's the strength of like an ultimate ability on an item. And that's why this build actually has a lot, at least somewhat of a pitch to it. You take away a lot of what makes Warwick good, which is his killing power, but sometimes you can't kill like the enemy. Sometimes they just have too much going for them, and you're too hard countered. So getting Redemption can be really good. Okay, that was a mistake on his part. That was, we won't talk about that one. We'll tell Kazakh who noticed all that. Nice. Kill one over dilution, I'll take that. That's really good. I don't care for the kill much. One of the nicer things I should mention with this build is Ingenious Hunter right here. It also reduces the active time on your Tiamat. So my Tiamat, when I use Tiamat, it's on 8-second cooldown right now. It goes down to 6. Normally it's on, I needed to wait a little bit long for redemption. I'll actually just wait for it. Let's start walking this way. I don't have to like wait, sit in the base to actually do it. Yeah, that's the wrong one. We'll head back though. I just walked out of base to see if I could help. If I needed to help. We'll pick up our redemption, our big power spike here. But yeah, normally Tiamat's on a 10-second cooldown, not a 6-second cooldown, and that can help out with your clears a lot. Let's head towards bot side. My blue buff's up, so I could go take my blue buff. But I feel like since our bot lane's pushing, I feel like Kazakhs could potentially gank bot. Shin could also gank bot. There's some action that might end up occurring. LeBlanc could roam. And I'm looking for action right now. Redemption power spike here is insane. Worst case scenario, I have to go recall. I'm just gonna this bush is warded, so we'll walk in this bush to see if anything happens. Oh, look, this guy is just running. There's a lot more action than I was hoping for. I'm not going to use my ultimate yet. Yeah, he's got too much healing right now from the support item and health potions. Alright, that was a little troll, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping, if I didn't get grabbed there, I was going to try to ult the Jinx and maybe try to 2v3 that. I feel like we could, since they're low on mana. But that was a little troll. Alright, so we're off to a rough start. Okay, that's fine. We can recover. We can recover. Greedy by me. I didn't have to go for that play. I tried to force it and I shouldn't have. Silver pink ward up. I'm going to sell that or undo it. Because we do have this pink ward still. I just want to make sure that I had pink on the map. Nice play down bot. And I'm going to go pick up this wave in mid lane. Since this is a lot. This is essentially a camp. But we'll go try to look for the scuttle crab, I think. Maybe go help top. I have redemption. I have redemption, so I'm looking to help. Nice. Pick him up. Redemption on a tower for the easy dive. Just like that. Boom. Smack the tower, which we have the... Alright, flash out. We're idiots. It's fine. We get first blood tower. It's no problem. Pick up the kill on the lonely Kha'Zix. He's low on health. My dueling power is still okay right now. I don't have press the attack, so this build actually is a lot worse than the early game. Just because press the attack gives you a lot more burst for ganks and stuff. But we've gotten to the point where we're pretty useful. Our damage is still okay. It'll start to fall off because obviously we're not building damage and people will scale up. But right now, we have some dueling power. Okay, nice job from the team. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to ward this. I don't know why I'm warding that actually. I'm planning on taking it. But we'll take Scuttle Crab. I'll place a ward over here in this bush. Probably get rid of this plant. Because I don't want him to check it. And then we'll go ahead and start the Rift Herald. Put another point in my E because we're maxing E second, of course. Play for the objectives. And we have Redemption coming up again. This is why a Genius Hunter is insane. I just had a fight. I didn't even recall after the fight. Redemption's up again. As you can see, I'm doing Rift Herald. I can cast it for my team. So we'll check it out. So hit our teammates with it. Rack up the assists while we're on Rift Herald. Being an objective player and still working on our KDA. That's impressive. I don't know how much it added to that fight. It might have added a little bit. It might have saved Silas, potentially. But the range on it is insane. The range on Redemption, like, you don't even have to like jungle properly. You don't have to be there for the gank. You just have to be on the same side of the map, and you'll be good to go. So let's recall, pick up our boots. See, what do we want? I think we're gonna go Ninja Tab by this game. And not sure what we're going to want here for items. I think we'll just build Spirit Visage right now just to be safe. Yeah. I really don't know what's best here. So don't I'm not thinking through this too much. Spirit Visage will make me a lot tankier. I was thinking about maybe Gargoyle Stone Plate since they're very bursty, so if I use Gargoyle in the middle of their team, they focus me. It's not going to be good for them. But I feel like they don't do enough damage to the point where it would be useful right now. So we'll just go with Spirit Visage. Zonias is an option. I don't think I need the Zonias though. I'm not going to die in these fights. Nice. Let's go. I'll start tanking it up like a beast. This guy will be fine. Let's go cast the ultimate, and then we'll just Redemption on the tower. Use E. Oh wait, I died. Never mind. Okay. I thought I had Aftershock still. I forgot I already used it because the ultimate hit. Kha'Zix there. Just procced it. It's fine though. I'll still trade. Oh, I guess we. Damn. I'm really upset about that one. They surrendered after that. I mean, they didn't have a chance, but I mean, the thing is that they still scaled. I don't know why they surrendered so early. A win's a win though, I suppose, so I can't complain too much. I just expected more from that game. But that's Redemption Warwick. You didn't really get to see like the whole gist of it, I guess, but you did see the power of Redemption itself. And hopefully maybe I can upload another one later and show off Redemption a little bit better. Because right now I just kind of showed off the early game of Warwick with a little bit of Redemption in there. I wanted to showcase it like later on into the game, maybe a more competitive match. It's just been kind of a stomp. But thanks for watching regardless, guys, and thank you. Yeah, just so peace out.